XXFM.
This is Access Houston on 97.9 The Box.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, Kate G. Smooth, welcoming a first-timer to the program. The Interfaith Ministries is not a stranger to the program. We talk to them every year for Meals on Wheels for Thanksgiving. But this year, they have brought the lovely Hannah Weier from Interfaith Ministries. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. It is that time of the year again where Interfaith Ministries does Meals on Wheels and delivers Thanksgiving meals to the elderly. Now, surprisingly enough, Hannah, there are people who don't know about Meals on Wheels.
That's a
still.
shame.
And it's been around for a decade. So just explain to us what Meals on Wheels is and does.
Sure. Thank you. So the Interfaith Ministries Meals on Wheels program proudly serves approximately 4,300 individuals around the Houston and Galveston area. Many of these individuals are seniors living at home. They suffer from isolation. They may not have anybody who's able to prepare meals for them or bring them meals. And so every day we're taking hot meals to them, weekend meals, breakfast meals, so that they can live in their homes and live comfortably, even if they do live alone. And it's this time of year for Thanksgiving that it's especially important that those individuals really feel the connection to their community by volunteers bringing them a hot meal on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, it's so amazing. I mean, a couple of years ago, we were helping you all out on Thanksgiving morning, and I had the opportunity to go to a few of the elders' home, and my heart was just touched. By the fact that they were just so excited to see someone come and show up. And there was one elderly man who invited us in to sit down and watch some football and all that. But it was like, we got to go on to the next one. So it is a great feeling. Can you talk about some of your experiences or the great success stories or how the elders feel when you all drop off meals?
Absolutely. I'm actually a staff member at Interfaith Ministries now, and I work with all the volunteers there, but I started as a volunteer myself, volunteering with my daughter, strapped to my chest, going and delivering to seniors living at home. And I can tell you that it makes such a big difference for the seniors being able to receive that hot meal so that they know they can stay in their home. We often say that it's more than a meal, that it's that smiling face that the volunteer brings. And I can tell you it has just as much impact on that volunteer, the person delivering the meal, as it does on the senior. One of the things that I see a lot, especially around Thanksgiving, one of the things we do is take a Thanksgiving card, a little special token also usually made by children if they're school children, or even that morning before volunteers take out the meals. And you'll see those cards hanging on the fridge for years to come, even when we go back and deliver time after time after time. They're truly valued, and just like we want our seniors to know that our seniors are truly valued to us.
Indeed. You're listening to Access Houston. We're talking to Hannah Weier from Interfaith Ministries, Meals on Wheels, happening down at Interfaith Ministries. They're going to be handing out the meals to the elderly. For those that are listening and want to participate and volunteer, what must one do?
Great question. So in order to volunteer for Thanksgiving, we try to make it as easy as possible. We have a website that you register on. It's www.imgh, that's for Interfaith Ministries for Greater Houston, .org/Thanksgiving 2017. You type that in, it'll take you to the website, and you can sign up to volunteer there. We're still accepting volunteers and will be accepting volunteers all the way through Thanksgiving to deliver meals throughout Harris and Galveston counties, which is Galveston is a new service area for us. So we're still looking for volunteers that'll get out and do meal delivery on Thanksgiving Day. You can do it in the morning. You're home in time for lunch or supper with your family. It's a great family-friendly opportunity to bring your kids out. You'll be delivering to 3 to 5 clients living within a certain area. You can even pick your area. So we try to really make it as easy and accommodating to volunteers as possible. And we're looking for several hundred volunteers to sign up for this opportunity.
That's great. And I love that you mentioned that it's in the morning because it's Thanksgiving. So if you follow the Bible, what better gift than giving? So get up on Thursday morning, come down to Interfaith Ministries, help out, your fellow man or woman, the elders, because they need us. And then, as Hannah said, you're back home in time for lunch, for Thanksgiving dinner, for all of the football and basketball and all of the good times that you have with family. Hannah, can you give that website one more time for them to register? Because that was a lot.
Absolutely. And I promise doing this opportunity is going to make your Thanksgiving better. You will be sharing stories at dinner about what you are thankful for. And this is going to be one of the opportunities that you're saying you're thankful for. You're going to go to the website, www.imgh.org/Thanksgiving 2017. Go on and sign up today. We need your help delivering meals on Thanksgiving Day to seniors living in Harris and Galveston counties.
And make your heart feel happy, because there's no better gift than giving. Thanksgiving morning, Thursday, Thanksgiving morning, down at Interfaith Ministries for Meals on Wheels. Hannah, thank you for coming through.
It's my pleasure.
And happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all Houstonians. We need a good Thanksgiving, and so I hope you have a good one.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth, welcoming back from 4.0 GPA, the founder, Mr. Henry Keculah, excuse me. Did I say it right? Did I get it right?
Keculah.
Okay, I was right the first time. And the lovely Brittney Gantz. Welcome.
Hi.
How are you guys?
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome back. Pull that mic up. Get comfortable. You know how we do it around here.
All right.
Yeah. So you guys are back, and there's something that's really important that is going on, and you all are educating some folks who are interested in buying homes.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's talk about this event on the 20th at the YMCA in Alief.
Okay. So what we'll be having is a credit workshop, which is basically going to reach out to the community and basically provide information on how to get your credit report together and knowing what credit is, because that's one of the first steps when you buy a home is to pull that credit report and, to figure out what contributing factors are causing your score to be at whatever level it is.
Now, let me ask you this, Brittney, because I had a young lady on a few weeks ago who was also in real estate and home buying, and she was explaining that there are certain myths when it comes to this path of buying your first home. Mm-hmm. And one of the myths that she said was people have this understanding, this thing that their credit has to be together before they start the home buying process. And she said that that is not 100% true. What do you say?
Well, I think that your credit has to be at a certain level. You at least need to know where your credit is in order to begin the home buying process, because at the end of the day, the lender is going to check that in order to give you a loan. So, yes, I think it's very important to understand your credit and know what's on your credit report. But, like some realtors will work with you. We'll get you up to par and get you where you need to be. A lot of people just don't know that, the minimum credit score, to qualify for a FHA loan, which is 3.5% down, is only a 580. So, yeah, 580 minimum credit score.
Seriously?
Seriously. Yes, sir.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Anybody can get a house in.
Yeah.
580?
It's not as hard as many people think it is. So maybe that's probably part of the myth that she was talking about.
Okay.
But it's definitely possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen to Access Houston. We're talking to the founders of 4.0 GPA. Henry, I just went right into the event at the YMCA in Alief. Explain to people what 4.0 GPA is and is all about, in case they missed our first conversation when you all were on a couple of months ago.
So 4.0 stands for growth, productivity, and accountability. And we work heavily on education and also providing students with the opportunity to go into the career path of their choice. See, some students want to go to college, some do not. So we prepare everyone, help them to find their purpose in life.
Yeah, nice. I like that. Yeah. And the inspiration behind coming up with it was...
It's pretty much, I grew up in Alief, and once again, having a 2.3 and seeing that like most of my friends ended up incarcerated, and education in school did not normally prepare everyone for the opportunity for being successful in life. So I said, I'm tired of seeing kids on the news after being a teacher with Teacher America. Let's make everyone successful and let everyone find what they want to do and do what they love at the end of the day.
Indeed, and you're doing it. I'm glad that you had started this thing and getting these young people motivated. But Brittney, I want to get back to this home buying seminar on credit here. So you're going to be offering some credit repair tips. I don't want you to give a bunch of them here, maybe just 2 small things that the average person can do right now, today, to start improving their credit score, or just to, repair their credit, period. What is something that one should start?
Well, I think the first step would be just to find out exactly what your credit is, right? And you can download the app Credit Karma. It's a free app, and it tells you exactly where your credit is. And from there, then, you can go into your next step, which would be to pull your credit report to see why your score is where it is from the Credit Karma app. We are approaching the holiday season, so some other great tips right now would just be to not, finance everything on a credit card at Target just because you get a discount. The more credit cards you put on your actual credit hurts you. Those are called hard inquiries, and hard inquiries drop your score. So, those are some quick tips that I can give, right now.
In terms of getting your credit score, you are allowed 1 free credit score a year. Per the laws with the U.S. government.
Absolutely.
With the breaching of Equifax this past late summer, are those top 3, who are the 3?
Equifax, we have
Experian and
TransUnion.
There we go.
Yeah.
So with the situation over at Equifax, what is now the standard? Do they still go by those 3? Is Equifax still considered, one of the top, credit companies to approve or deny one of whatever that they're trying to get? Because a lot of people are, they're suing. I mean, hundreds of millions of people credit information and whatnot was compromised.
Mine's too. Mine was affected as well. So yes, Equifax is still one of the 3 credit bureaus. They are working to resolve that information, and you can always go and check on Equifax and to see if your credit was compromised. So that's one of the resolutions that they did come up with. And if it is, all you have to do, is call one of them. It doesn't matter. You can call Equifax if you want to, but being me, I would probably call the other 2 just because that happened. And you can always let them know, file a case against them and say, hey, this is not supposed to be on my credit. This was not me that did this transaction or opened this account, and they'll clear it off your credit. So, yeah. Okay.
You're listening to Access Houston, talking to Henry and Brittney from 4.0 GPA. They're having a homebuyer seminar on credit at the YMCA in Alief. That's happening on Monday. It's tomorrow at 6 p.m. So walk us through Monday. What can people expect when they show up about this seminar?
They can expect to have a great time. They can also expect we have free food. We will also be raffling off a couple gifts. So we would love to have you come out and win some free items from us.
Yeah. Do that. Do they need to log on somewhere to register, or how does that work?
Yeah, you can register at eventbrite.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at bgantz realtor. That's BGANTZ realtor on Instagram. And I have a link in my bio to where you can just click on the Eventbrite and just register, and it's absolutely free. We're doing this for the community to help educate.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they don't know the first steps to take.
Yeah.
Or they're afraid of the process because of,
they just don't know.
They just don't know. And there's so much free money out there that I've learned. Absolutely. You barely need out of pocket, a lot of money because there's so much free money in terms of down payment assistance and things of that nature. Go ahead. Yeah. School us more. What else is free out there?
Let everybody know. Yeah, that is, like you said, there's options for you. I'm actually a grant specialist, and I specialize in getting free money towards your down payment or closing costs as well.
Mm-hmm.
In our last workshop, we covered that, and then we gave out a lot of great information to, future homeowners. So we were really excited about that.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. Listen to Access Houston, talking to the people at 4.0. Henry, let's talk about Lift Off Houston. Tell us about that.
So Lift Off Houston is one of the biggest competitions in the city of Houston, like Shark Tank, and we actually made it to the finals. And it's going to be hosted by the city of Houston, Mayor Turner, and some other celebrity judges. And so you actually have the opportunity to come and learn how to start your own business if you're interested in becoming an entrepreneur. And it's a very awesome program. They walk you through step A through Z.
Nice. Okay. And when is that?
That's actually going to be on Friday. So if you can't catch it on Friday, you can actually watch it on Lift Off Houston and just go to LIFTOFFHouston.com and you can register for next season if you want to start your own company and have the chance of being mentored from beginning to start.
Oh,
finish.
Nice.
Yeah.
So just think of it as, the local Shark Tank for Houston.
Yes.
That's going to be great. Brittney, give us all the information on tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So we are going to be at the YMCA Alief at 6 p.m. on 11/20. Like I said, we're going to have free food. We're going to have free raffle items. We would love to see you come out and, learn some great things about the home buying process as well. We're also going to be going over that step by step. In addition, we're going to get you ready with your credit and help you with all the items on there as well. So, I'll be there to answer any questions for you if you have any as well.
And bring your students as well, teachers, organizations, make them come out for extra credit because students need to know this information.
Indeed.
And middle school students, everyone needs to know it.
I wonder why they don't teach this at a lower grade level. It's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah, they don't teach a lot. They don't even teach about credit in school.
Absolutely. No, they don't. I don't remember learning it.
I don't remember, no, because I wouldn't have had, when I stepped foot on the yard and signed a paper to get a T-shirt or a nice teddy bear and end up with a credit card. If I would have known then what I know now, I would have never filled out that piece of paper.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They happened to me freshman year in college as well.
Yeah, it happened because they pry on us. Like it's very predatory to do that. And if you don't know about credit and the importance of credit and how it can literally mess up your life later on down the line, then you SOL.
Yeah, but the great news is credit is repairable.
Credit is repairable.
So
how about that?
Start over.
And Brittney is going to help you do that tomorrow, 6 p.m. at the YMCA in Alief, 7850 Howell Sugar Land Road here in Houston. Man, Henry, Brittney, thank you guys for coming back and letting the community know how you're helping to educate us more and make us more aware. I appreciate it.
Thank you. We appreciate you for having us.
Thank you. And let's buy back the block.
Yeah, indeed. Buy back the block. It's a shame that song didn't do as well as it should have, seeing all the heavy hitters on there. Yeah. Rick Ross, Young Thug, and who's the other one? Gucci. Yeah. Gucci Mane. You know what I'm saying? Buy Black. They was spitting some stuff, but they ain't talking about, throwing racks and, making it shake or pop, gang, you know what I mean? Why. Something positive, buy back the block. What? How dare they? No. Sorry to do that, but it's true though. Like, come on now, look at those three on that song. If that song had been anything else,
I agree. Totally.
It would have been out of here. But no, they're talking about empowering black folk. No, we can't let this go mainstream. Thank you guys. I'm sorry about that. This is a little funny. And thank you for listening to Access Houston.
We'll be back with more Access Houston on 97.9 The Box.